Hey guys, welcome back. Got a little bit something different today. Uh, Not that I haven't showed these kind of books before, but it's been a while, and this is some that I probably purchased months ago. And usually, what I'll do if I have an idea for a video, I'll dig those books out and just kind of set them aside, and say, okay, well, I'm gonna do a video for these, and I'll have a stack here and a stack there. And actually, these kind of got covered up with another stack, so I thought I'd just go ahead and show these. For those of you who didn't know, I'm a big fan of the black and white comic art, the magazines of the 60s and 70s and some into the 80s. And these were some that I didn't have. It's just kind of all over the board here. Got some Marvel magazines, got some Warren stuff. But I'll just kind of get into it. And just on for those of you that don't know, man, these black and white mags are like a treasure trove of great artists and great art and a lot of great stories too. So anyway, I'll just kind of get into it. First one we have here is the Hulk, a.k.a. the Rampaging Hulk, number 21. Nice looking copy here. It's got a story by Denny O'Neil and Howard Chaykin. I think this is a Bob Larkin cover maybe. I always love these painted covers. So I have that. Here's number 8. With a Ken Barr painted cover. This has got some great art in it. It's got, I think, Herb Trimpe, some Alfredo Alcala. Steve Gerber did a script. Pat Broderick got some George Perez art. Pablo Marcos, Joe Sennett. It's like I say, a treasure trove of great artists of the 60s and 70s. Yeah, this is number 27. I do believe this is a Joe Jusko cover. Got some Gene Colan art in it. I already had a copy of this, but I wanted to upgrade just because I love this cover so much. This is number 23. Oh, and by the way, that number 27 showed, that was the last issue. There's 27 issues in this run. This is number 23, this great Walt Simonson painted cover. I think it's got some more Alfredo Alcala art and Howard Chaykin, maybe some John Buscema. So, got that. Okay, here's some Warren stuff. These were one-shots. Came out like the, I guess, late 70s, maybe 77, 78. Yeah, around 78. I think some of them were reprints. But this is Future World Comics. Number 1, the only issue. And actually, I had a reader copy of this, and I just wanted, this is an upgrade. But this was actually a cover from an earlier issue of Eerie, I think. I'm going to show it again, or show it for the first time, I guess. Yeah, this is my reader copy. It's got some loose pages and all that, but I just love that cover and a lot of great stories in here. I think there's some Gray Morrow art. A couple of my favorites in here, Alex Nino and Tom Sutton. So that's worth the price alone. And we have another one. Warren presents Galactic Wars comics. You don't see this one too much. Some more great sci-fi stuff. You got some Bruce Jones and Wally Wood art. Al Williamson maybe. Another great painted cover. Okay, got some Eerie. I love this cover. Some guy named Jim Laurier, not lawyer like a lawyer in court, but L-A-U, R-I-E-R. This is Eerie 110. I think this has got some Pablo Marcos art and Paul Galassi, Bruce Jones, Juan Ortiz. He was, a lot of those guys, the Latin guys were just, prevalent all over. Juan Ortiz, Esteban Maroto, just some great art in here. And I think this is the first time that cover had been printed. It was Erie number 33, from the Future World Comics. And this had one of my favorite writers in it, or a couple of them. Steve Skates, and Marv Wolfman had some Ernie Colin art, Rich Corbin, Pat Boyette, Dave Cockrum. Of course, Boyette, did a lot of stuff for Charlton. Yeah, just a cool magazine. Okay, back to some Marvel stuff for a minute. Savage Tales number 5. It's got a great Neil Adams painted cover. Conan and Kazar. I think there's some Jim Starlin artwork in here. Joe Sinnott on some of the inks. Like I say, it's just a great resource if you want like great artists, from the 60s and 70s. So I always loved this cover. This creepy number 86. Got some Carmine Infantino art, Bernie Wrightson, John Severin. I think this is Ken Kelly on the cover. Okay, and last but not least, this is a book I've wanted for a while. I had this when I was a kid, and I have no idea what happened to it. But this is Vampire Tales number 2. First appearance of Satana. I think it's got a reprint of At the Stroke of Midnight, and you guys that are familiar with that, I think it was in the first issue of Tower of Shadows by Jim Steranko. It's just a just a great piece of work, the art and the story. But it's really great to see it in a bigger format. You got another great painted cover here. Got some got a Morbius story. Like I say, first appearance of Satana, and I remember buying this when I was a kid, and I pretty much had to hide it under my bed from my folks because if they saw some of the stuff in it, they would have flipped. But but I was really glad to have this one back. Like I say, just a great cover and a great book. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Taking a sip of my coffee from my Commandy 18 coffee cup. You're a sick man when you have your favorite comic cover on a coffee cup. But there it is. I'm a sick man. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope everybody's having a great week. This is Hump Day. Let's get it done. And I will see you soon. Onward and upward.